G'day everyone, this is Mike and today I'm going to be bringing you a 1v1 between GREENZERO, our Steel Talons professional, versus Unleashed, who is a legend among men in the Tiberium universe. And we're going to get straight into it. Both players are Steel Talons, so we are in GREENZERO's court, as he is most known for his GREENZERO play. For his GREENZERO play? No, his Steel Talons play. Mostly regarded as one of the most underpowered factions in Kane's Wrath. GREENZERO has found a way how to play them, and let's see whether Unleashed has learned anything. So we're going to see Unleashed selling his power plant straight off the start. That's going to leave GREENZERO a bit stranded out in the middle. He's going to have to retreat back. So this video, this replay has 300 views, I think 11 wubs, 12 after I wub it. Actually, I'll only wub it if it's a good game. But then again, if it's not a good game, you won't be seeing this. So, anyway, on we go. Looks like GREENZERO is going to be setting up in the middle of this little village here. And it looks like GREENZERO's Ruffman squads aren't going to be able to get around. Going to take a detour through the poisonous Tiberium field. Indeed they are. Come on. Yeah, there they go. And looks like Unleashed is going to be picking up this defensive tower. He's going to punish GREENZERO for anything that rolls through the middle. And let's see what both players have at the moment. Obviously, everyone getting their respective Tiberium spikes. 2 for each player here on Tournament Decision. With our watchtower going up, a little bit of power management. Able to keep that watchtower online. And it looks like GREENZERO with 3 harvesters now. And same over here with Unleashed. So GREENZERO going to be doing the first lot of scouting. Well, actually, no, scratch that. Unleashed did scouting over here. GREENZERO is going to go for his first round of scouting. Wow, I'm mixing words tonight. But that's alright, you guys are here for the game, and I'm just here to not bore you in between the slow parts of the game, but like this one here. It hasn't been a very fast-paced, quick first couple of minutes, but that's alright. Let's hope it heats up later on. So we're going to see Comm Center going down for GREENZERO. And don't know what Unleashed wants to do at the moment. He's not building anything out of his MCV, and it looks like we're going to see an airfield, and that might be hard points. Let's check that out. GREENZERO, no, GREENZERO is going to be researching the Stratifier upgrade. So it looks like our next building here, which shall be the tech center. So it looks like he's going to start. What GREENZERO wants to do is get out the Firehawks and basically keep Unleashed on down, locked down onto tier 1 or tier 2. Doesn't want him to get the tech center, and if he does, those Firehawks are just going to bombard the living daylights out of them. So it's an interesting play here, and as we see tech center going up, and Firehawks are going to be started. Pitbull's going to be rolling in to a fairly uncontested base at the moment. May be able to snipe a few harvesters, but it looks like Pitbull's going to be rolling out. Going to be going out of the base, unfortunately. Could have exploited the fact that GREENZERO does not have much in his base at all, but first Firehawk coming out, second one almost there. But I do have a feeling Unleashed may have done a scan to the back of GREENZERO's base just because he's got so many rockets here. Which of course is a very good counter to the Firehawks, although with the Stratifier upgrade, the Firehawks, if microed correctly, should take no damage whatsoever. And it looks like the Firehawks did do a bombing run onto that power plant, so it's going to be Very interesting to see how this one plays out. Obviously, the Pitbulls are going to be still produced. I don't see tank lines going to be produced too soon, just because he's basically got nothing on the deck at the moment, on the floor. And we're going to see some Wolverines going to be popping out, obviously, for the missile squads. But these Pitbulls going to be coming around the back. Not going to be doing too much damage because the Wolverines are there. And unfortunately, the DPS on the Pitbulls isn't going to be enough. Or maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. Yes, it will. Able to take out one Firehawk there. And another bombing run going to be taking out that power. And as we see, this push here, really need to micro those harvesters back. Where are the Wolverines? Wolverine distracted at the back. This Pitbull run by going to be devastating. Going to be taking out two Firehawks. And at the front, looks like AP ammo has finished. Another harvester almost going down. Pitbull's doing some work, taking out another harvester. And this is really bad here for GREENZERO. Just because of the fact he's only got 3 harvesters. And he doesn't have an expansion, whereas Unleashed down at the south side has his 5 harvesters and a 6th one at the expansion. So not very good here for Unleashed. For GREENZERO. His gamble with the Firehawks hasn't paid off too well. I think he gambled on Unleashed wanting to tech quickly. And unfortunately he's gone for a tier 1 spam. And a tier 1 spam counters a tier 3 push very easily. A tier 3 tech. So that Firehawk's going to be taking down the power plant again. Oh, going to be focusing straight in the middle of those power plants, and very good job there from GREENZERO. Hopefully Unleashed learns his lesson and does not put his power plant back together so close to each other. Looks like we're going to see some more Pitbulls. It's just a Pitbull spam at the moment. Going to be taking out this heavy harvester. It should. One more volley from both. The Pitbull should be able to take that out. And revealing its rear arm, it doesn't do too well either. And these Pitbulls going to be able to take out this second harvester. And wow, GREENZERO back down to 3. And good scout here from Unleashed as well. Able to spot the surveyor going up north. Going to the northwest of the map. Pitbull's doing so well, giving Unleashed so much map vision. And looks like these Pitbulls are going to target the surveyor. Not going to be able to deploy. That sets GREENZERO back so much. So much. And for some reason these behemoths can shoot through cliffs. But that has been a little bit of a glitch for so long. Unleashed keeping out his scouting. Going to be seen what he can do, pardon me. And looks Pitbull's going to be doing some damage on the harvesters again. I've lost count how many harvesters has been killed this game by Unleashed. This is number 6. Could be number 7, not too sure. But it looks like rockets are going to be trained out of this racks and should be able to push these Pitbulls away. Should at least be able to take out 1, 2, and the third one is going to go down. So still stuck on tier 1 by choice. And tier 2 popping up now, but it's a long time staying on tier 1 and it's not bad for Unleashed. It seems to be working well. Although AP ammo, Wolverines absolutely rip rockets to shreds. And the behemoths don't do too badly either. And he's just got a lot of titans now. Going to be able to kite around the buildings. Rockets nicely spread out. Able to deliver damage to the Pitbulls. And the Pitbull's going to take out this last Firehawk. So that's it for the air. Air is shut down. And I don't know why he's building so many Rifleman squads. Seems a bit redundant to me. Just there's so many. I guess there's not too many Pitbulls, Wolverines anymore. And really should be scouting this GREENZERO. Really needs to just sacrifice just a few Rifleman squads. Maybe drop down a Scan or a Pitbull. Really see what he's up against, because unfortunately he's just been caught out of position. But I guess the Ruffman squad in that building does do some work. And I'd like to see a few more garrison squads in there. And actually may not have been a bad move here from Unleashed. I guess all these Ruffman squads, they're dirt cheap. They all have AP ammo on. And maybe they just prove just some targets for the Juggernaut. But will we be able to take out the Juggernaut? We're losing quite a lot. And this hero Wolverine, wow. That thing cleans through units quicker than that veteranated, that heroic commando in one of those NOD missions. That thing is amazing, but it's going to get shut down by these Orcas, which is very unfortunate. GREENZERO with some Firehawks, and he's going to Stratofire, and he's going to be taking out the airfield, but unfortunately the Orcas had not docked, so it looks like we're going to be seeing 2 full airfields worth of Orcas, and that's going to be disastrous for GREENZERO. Although if he's able to change his hard points to air-to-air missiles, may be able to shut down the Orcas very well. But I'm looking to see some Pitbulls and some Slingshots. Slingshots do very well against Orcas. No, I don't want through the eyes. Dang it. But looks like Unleash is going to be capturing this Tiberium spike. So now Unleash controls 3 spikes, whereas GREENZERO just controls the 1. Let's have a look at their income at the moment. GREENZERO sitting on about 4k, while Unleash is sitting on about 3. And he spent a lot into these Orcas. Really need to make them work, because as you can see, Unleashed has already done with his harvesting down here, whereas GREENZERO hasn't even started on his field yet. But these Orcas are going to be paying for themselves. Going to be taking out a few Juggernauts, Behemoths, and a few Titans. But I still don't know whether it's worth it. He's lost 2 Orcas there. And GREENZERO's income is just going to start skyrocketing after these harvesters start to harvest this Tiberium. And these Firehawks off on a bombing run, able to kill those 4 Orcas that just docked. And 1 Firehawk survives. I'm looking to see whether that Firehawk that got destroyed gets rebuilt. So down to 2, down just to 4 Orcas now. I understand that Orcas are the counter to Behemoths, but he knew that GREENZERO already had Firehawks in the air, and at least 2 of them. So I'm not too sure why he decided to go Orcas when they knew the Firehawks could actually destroy the airfield while the Orcas are docked. So possibly just a bad decision there, and unfortunately just these harvesters tripping out a bit. Looking to see a Surveyor placed up here by Unleashed, because that would basically go undefended due to the fact that GREENZERO will be too occupied trying to defend this base. And if Unleashed decide to go up here, if GREENZERO decide to go up here to attack Unleashed expansion, Unleashed could just attack through the corridor. That's a lot of rockets. Some in buildings, some just chilling around the buildings, but that's a lot of AP ammoed Ruffman squads. That's even a heroic one that just sacrificed themselves. They're like, I've got too many badges, I need to share the badges around, let me kill myself. But these rockets are going to be pushing the Titans back. Wow, the Titans have no health at all. AA battery now researched with the Tuscan upgrade. GREENZERO not bothering to take or destroy this Tiberium spike of Unleashed. This is turning into a fine game indeed. These AA batteries protecting, just one AA battery protecting the most important structures. So it'll be interesting to see what both players come up with at the moment. Just at the moment, Unleash is just sacrificing just a few Orcas to take out Harvesters, but that wasn't a bad trade at all. Nah, look, 3 Harvesters for 4 Orcas isn't a bad trade for Unleashed, because when you think about it, all 3 of them did have full loads, essentially full loads. Also cost 1600 each, so those Orcas did pay for themselves in full. And the Orca is going to be rebuilt. So GREENZERO going to be giving up the Firehawk idea, which I don't know whether that's a bad move or not. GREENZERO definitely could have exploited the fact there's not a lot of anti-air on the field, and it looks like Unleashed is going to be expanding to the top. Redeemer. No, that's not a Redeemer. Reclamator Hub. I just saw the R and I was like, Redeemer. No. GDI cannot get Redeemers. It's a Reclamator Hub. Looks like it's going to be backed up by Rocket Squad. And it looks like GREENZERO are finally going to be taking back this Tiberium Spike. And now GREENZERO knows about the expansion. Sorry, I'm just very tired. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. These Orcas just trying to do some damage, and looks like Tech Center, Comp Center, and the power plant going down. Sold or destroyed, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure they were sold. But for some reason, I don't know whether this is intentionally by the developers or not. If it's not, then they haven't fixed it yet, but it's EA, so we don't expect things to be fixed. But for some reason, the Marv does not need the Tech Center to be built. Once the Reclamator Hub is up, the Marv can be constructed. So it looks like we're going to be seeing 3 rockets, 1 Rifleman Squad hardpoint, which is very interesting. Usually you see rockets and engineers, or even the 4 engineers in Steel Talons Marvs, but I would have liked to see the Rifleman Squad hardpoints put in first, just because they've got smaller range and would be able to take out the infantry if they are coming a lot quicker. So we've still got Orcas in the sky. 4 Harvesters up at the north field as well, so that's very good. And this Marv's not going to have much sustain. It's just going to continue to take damage and not going to be able to repair unless he brings a battle rig, which I do believe Steel Talons have. Yeah, they've got the rig. So Unleashed taking control of the top, doing a fantastic job there. Probably should be in a better position than he is at the moment, because he's harvested so much more Tiberium than GREENZERO. These Pitbulls are going to try and take out this harvester, and I think they are going to get it. Yes, he will. The Orca Strike coming in and destroying that. Unfortunately for GREENZERO, his awareness of the Orca Strike wasn't the best, and loses a harvester for that reason. So it looks like we've got a grand total of 8 Orcas at the moment. Going to be doing some work. Looks like GREENZERO is pushed down to this bottom field of Unleashed and taking out his spike. So doing a bit of spike wars. I take mine, you take yours. Yeah, that rhymed. But these rocket upgrades are going to shut down the Orcas pretty hard. They do a lot of damage to Orcas. 2 going down, 6 remain. And rockets are going to be pouring out here from this racks. Titan's going to be up. Got 5 Titans here. And I apologize, that is my phone. Time to charge it. Anyway, we continue forth. And it looks like this Marv is going to be pushed back by the Rockets and Wolverines. Wolverine's doing so much damage to infantry units. Titan looks like he's going to be forcing down and stomping all over the harvester. And as these Titans continue to push forward, they're going to try and go head on into the Marv. That's not going to work very well, but with the support of the Orcas, we might see this Marv go down straight away. And unfortunately not boxing those Orcas, and they all might go, ooh. Ooh, that was close. The Marv does go down. Tuscan upgrade research. Look at that animation. That looks sick. But anyway, Titans should be able to clean up the construction yard. And Unleashed decides to sell it off. You have to be wary about following targets with air units such as Orcas and Venoms and Hammerheads and the such. Just because they clump up, they don't seem to have any collision when they go and follow targets. So area of effect units such as the Pitbulls, just anything missile really, does slight area of effect damage and can take out a whole lot of Orcas at the same time. So Orca's going to be coming down and just skirting around a little bit. Going to be taking out that harvester. 2 shots, easy as pie. And Unleashed taking this top base. So Unleashed basically just controlling most of the map at the moment. He controls a good portion of it. He's even moved his tech center down to this top field. And looks like he's going to pop out his Marv as well. Whether or not that Marv is to harvest this Tiberium, or whether he's going to drop down a refinery himself, I'm not too sure. But that Tiberium Spikes lives to fight another day. Lives to harvest another day. Marv almost halfway done here. I don't know what GREENZERO has at the moment. He's not a lot of money. Bottom out on money. He doesn't have any. He's only got these harvesters left, and they look like they're going to be cleaned up by the Pitbulls. Possibly. No, I don't think he's going to be able to get it. And another Marv coming out here from GREENZERO. So this is going to be his last stand. And looks like we're going to see a Grenadier hardpoint as well. So not bad, not bad. And looks like there will be a refinery at the north side for Unleashed. And Unleashed basically has this game wrapped up. I don't see how he can lose here. He's got full set of Orcas almost. But unnecessarily giving up these Wolverines. That's money that could be spent elsewhere. I guess Unleashed. Unless, wow. Not having the best of days. That's alright. I was trying to say GREENZERO can't put 2 things together at the moment just because he's so low on money, and this MCV going to be popping out. And this Marv shall die on the next volley of... Nope, scratch that. Almost all the Orcas going down. But Unleashed has a... I almost said Redeemer again. Almost said Redeemer again. I am so tired. That's no excuse. If I screw up, I screw up. There's no excuses here. I do athletics, and this athlete that is the second best hurdler. She's a chick. She's a girl. The person I'm talking about is a girl. And this harvester going to be going down. And she always complains. Oh, always after every race, after every bad race, there's always something wrong. Oh, my hammy didn't feel right. I feel tired. But it's a part of racing. It's a part of the athletics. It's a part of the event. Who is the best on the day? And you can't have any excuse for that. There may be reasons, but you can't blame it on it. It's either due to poor management somewhere along the line, and I'll admit I should have got a better night's sleep last night. Maybe I shouldn't do this cast at the moment, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I just had a little ramble, my fault. And I do apologize for the lack of videos on my channel. I know I've only got the one after I've switched from my Forza account, but unfortunately I've had hard disk corrupting. My capture card has not been working due to the fact that I've got a Blue Yeti microphone and one of the Logitech webcam. For some reason the Logitech webcam kept on taking priority on the recording, so the Yeti would record because I set that as my primary recording device, but the webcam always used to pop up. So that's my reason for not being able to deliver you guys your much needed Kane's Wrath fix. But I'm sure GREENZERO has you covered on there, because he's had what, 3 or 4 videos this week. So if you guys want to check out his channel, just type in GREENZERO and Kane's Wrath in the search bar and you'll find so many videos. He's a lot more popular than me and a lot better caster. That's good English. Much better caster than I am. And because he is a pro player, he is the cream of the crop. He knows exactly what to look for, exactly what to cast on, what to comment on. And me, I'm just a scrub trying to sound good, but that's alright. And it looks like this is GREENZERO's final stand here. A very good game indeed. As we saw GREENZERO start off with basically a Stratifier Firehawk rush, and unfortunately Unleashed did do a tier 1 push, and GREENZERO was not able to exploit the fact that Unleashed did not go tier 3. So fantastic game there. Well done to Unleashed, beating the master at his own game. And we shall be seeing these players a lot more. So if you guys want to check out GREENZERO's channel, I'll probably put that in the description. But if you guys are watching my videos, I'm sure you have heard of him. So let's get straight into the next game. I'm going to be doubling up on my casts, and my upload speed has been increased to 0.8. Yes, everyone, Perth, Western Australia has that speed, and that's a good speed. Good upload speed there, because that got bumped up from 0.4. Yeah, it's crap. Anyway, I shall see you guys in the next cast, and hope you guys have a good day. Ciao.